Alrighty, folks. Welcome to tonight's wonderful session of D&D. It is again Dark Crossing Part 2, The Ballad of Jolene. I'm just going to go ahead and undeafen, and maybe everyone's around, hopefully. Hello. Maybe?
Your mom.
Okay, Lucy's alive. Where are the other two? Oh, there's Sheriff. Alright, and Kara?
No, you.
Okay. Bump Kara up a little bit. But hi. Welcome.
Hello.
Players, welcome to, as I said to chat, Dark Crossing Part 2, The Ballad of Jolene. I'm gonna do a wacky thing. I'm gonna do a wacky thing for the rest of this whole shebang where I'm just gonna name parts after songs.
Now you're thinking like a JoJo.
Now I'm thinking like a JoJo. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and hop in the recap. Last session, our players received letters from Miss Jackie Dawes, a half-orc woman who requested their aid in finding the killers of her son, after the bodies had mysteriously disappeared from the church's crematorium. So the party then goes to the tavern first, meets Swift and Sammy, who they get information from, generalized information. Then, if I'm not mistaken, next you guys went to McClellan Farm, where you met with, because I can't remember his name, Head Hand Richie, who didn't really give much information, but essentially that the two people were new, like much of the other workers, and didn't really talk much. Where the party then proceeded to the church and talked to Father Lachlan, and proceeded to get a little more information about how the bodies had gone missing, where he was at the time. And as you all left the church, you saw smoke coming from McClellan Farm, and quickly made your way there. Upon getting there, they saw three individuals in front of the burning barn in a gunfight with some of the hands, the two deputies, and the sheriff. And after long combat, and Kingston almost dying to a suicide fireball.
I was just caught in the barn. Don't worry about it.
You were caught in the barn, and then you almost got taken out by a man killing himself.
Yeah.
Everything.
I was a superior being.
Everything simmered down, and two of the three adversaries were killed. The third one disappeared. And so, from that time to where we're going to start, there's actually a 1-week skip. And so, we're going to start from left to right. We're going to start with Kara. Or I should say we're going to start with Kingston. In that week, you said you wanted to go around, hang out in the bar, hit up some games, maybe drink a little, and figure out who that mystery woman of yours is.
Yeah. Who that lady?
It's going to be real hard to do. There's a lot of women in the West. There's a lot of mystery women in the West.
Goyles.
Men in the West. Love that.
Oh, hold on. There is a helicopter flying over. You gotta love that.
A lot of women's, as Lucy says.
Oh, shit. This is... Hold on.
It's not coming through on Discord if it helps.
Alright, we're good now. That was loud. Jesus Christ. And yes, Omega, I did mute the alerts and redeems. And we gotta make sure that we don't shout anybody out.
Ever.
So, not ever, don't say that. We do have the hydrate, though. And, howdy. I forgot to turn that one off, but it's fine. And Lucy's first. Good job, Lucy. Proud of you, champ.
Bird.
Also, you're gonna see my model occasionally just go bleh, like turn off mode. I don't know what's up with that. I'm I'm working on it. But as you said, you wanted to figure out who that mystery woman was. Nobody really has much information. Actually, you know what? Roll a d20, just a straight d20.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, could I roll?
We're gonna roll a straight d20. I'm thinking about it now.
A straight d20?
Just a straight d20. Let's get that off the screen. Ain't nobody need to see that shit. Just a straight d20.
Whoa. Oh yes, I forgot how slow the thing is on here.
He's a little slow. He a little slow friend.
6.
6? Nobody's got any information. You're struggling to get out how beautiful she was for your memory. And nobody's got any real information about her. Nobody... Some people are like, there's a woman a dime a dozen. Plenty of fish in the sea. Wait,
did someone say that, like, you know, women are a dime a dozen? To me, specifically? Because if they do... I would say all women are queens, and deck them in the face.
You deck the man in the face.
All women are queens.
So one day in the week, the others did hear about Kingston getting into a fist fight at the bar, and now Swift is keeping an eye on you every single time when you come in. You are on Swift's list. Congratulations.
You just found some heinous nonsense, Swift. You have to understand.
Swift just grunts and goes back to cleaning glass, as he normally does. You never see this man not cleaning a glass, except when he's serving. But beyond that, he's always just cleaning a glass.
Damn.
Hold on, let me... There we go.
Well,
But beyond...
that's enough misadventure for Kingston. On to the next person.
So we're on to Echo. You wanted to just help around a little bit, work on your little murderous intent.
Yes.
Your little gremlinizing.
I am gremlinizing and sharpening my knives and throwing them at makeshift targets that I probably made out of wood.
Alright, I'll make sure the target.
No, you're not.
Hi, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Get something thrown at him. Ow.
And if Kingston got in a fist fight, I hope you know I would just be walking into the bar in that, like, purple tiefling woman-esque look, just to lean onto Kingston and make it seem like he did everything right. Because he did.
This woman does not look familiar, Kingston. As much as he is taking up your side of the conversation, she does not look familiar.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah, it happens like that, dude.
God damn it, I'm assuming I just tell you guys. Like, I showed you guys all my forms the other game.
Did you do that? You didn't tell them, but do you want to do that in the week?
Yeah.
Alright, you now know that there are 2 drow forms. And do you show them the other one?
It's the drow, the tiefling, and then the minotaur.
That's right, yeah. She has a little minotaur as well when she wants to go extra angry.
Wow, Echo, that's real impressive there. That's definitely something you should keep up your sleeve.
I do. It's really good for social situations.
Do you call yourself Echo because these are people that you knew in your past?
I know, yeah.
I'm sorry, darling.
Echo, you do have...
Smiles?
You do have one moment in the middle of the night where you're deep into sleep and you have a sort of nightmare where that scene keeps playing through your head of the mysterious creature beating you and then saying the words, "We're the same, you and I, sister." And it echoes in your brain, rattles it a little bit. And you have that maybe like twice in the week, and every single time you immediately wake up with like a shock and like a little cold sweat. But nothing rings a bell about it, except for like that moment. But it just feels like a nightmare is etched into your brain a little bit. And on to,
I'm just gonna try and probably tiptoe like into the kitchen wherever we are. If we have like a little place we're staying in, or just like find something to drink.
yeah,
if
you
that
guys
does
are.
keep happening.
Miss Dawes has extra room for you guys, so you guys are just staying in her little humble abode.
Yeah, just a little clip clop down the way.
Just to get
Try
a
to
little,
be quiet.
get
But
a
she's a
little
rogue,
drinky
so it's
drink.
fine.
Get a little drinky drink and go back to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And next, Casey. You wanted to go around. You wanted to chat with the locals.
Sure did.
Share stories. You
What
find
stories?
yourself drawn to Sammy quite often.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the sense of Sammy swindling you out for money, or you're swindling Sammy out for money, or anything like that. You guys play very casual games of cards,
I'm but
Well,
an
you-
honorable man.
while you both just converse. They tell you about the random stuff that's happened in the farm, the random people that they've met here, there, in town. Nothing really like too extraordinary, wacky. You know, like, oh man, there's not like a giant chicken that attacked the town or anything. Nothing like that.
No dragon. No vampires.
No vampires
This town has no history of vampires yet.
yet. Don't say that.
Casey's not letting his guard down.
But there's not too much in the way of like, ooh, strange stories. You do hear tall tales and stuff, you know, about the land. A preeminating one from people of southern Hispania is the chupacabra.
Yeah, classic.
Those from up north in the more Parisian lands talk of a large, fully furred man that's 8 feet tall that lumbers around in the woods. You know, usual.
Large shoe.
Usual. Yeah, large shoe. He actually wears J's, little did you know. But you get tales of cryptids and tall tales, but nothing really that sticks.
Okay.
One noteworthy story is that someone saw the shadow of a winged beast that they could only describe as a fairy tale dragon. But, as everyone knows, dragons are extinct.
Well, duh. Yeah, of course.
Because in the 1400s and the 1300s, they hunted them to extinction.
Damn.
Because they're assholes.
You know, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a dragon denier here. You know, I wouldn't want to say all of them. That's being broad.
But, you know, you hear all these general stories, cryptids, crazy, wacky sightings. It's the desert. Some of these can be taken for hearsay. Some can be someone trying to fluff a story a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the week, though, there is 2 spots where a paperboy is usually set up in town, and you can all hear them shouting out news. One of them headlines at the start of the week would have been something along the lines of the Serbian United Federation and the United Sovereign States of North America coming to disagreements about the frozen land in the West. Since gold was found up there, they've kind of started butting heads, especially since more of the North American citizens moved up there to find their fortune. So they started butting heads and stuff. But oddly enough, the news starts to shift to the story of a mystery woman that has been seducing men, and then those men not being found. Or if they are found, their chest carved open and their heart pulled from their bodies.
Like, I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I'm thinking.
She can have
Vampire?
my heart.
Are you thinking vampire? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Wait, no, don't put the words in my mouth. Like, wow. Casey
Now,
would never suspect something like that.
No, Casey. Maybe she's just a serial murderer.
No, that's a possibility. That we...
From
I can
Fairly
fix
Odd
her.
Parents.
No, yeah,
No,
no.
God.
Look, speaking from experience, boy, you can't fix a vampire.
I want to bring people in for this, as like little like guest characters and stuff. I hope one of them wants to be a
I would
vampire.
love that.
Yeah.
I hope one of them wants to be a vampire to help the group.
Oh, that was.
Also, is it just me? Because I see Casey as like Mr. Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents, but instead of Fairly Odd Parents,
It's vampires?
It's vampires.
Yeah.
I see that.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah.
New character lore. Let's go. But as you guys progress through the week, you start hearing more about this mystery woman, this mystery murders that keep happening not here in Dark Crossing, but throughout Abernathy County.
Ooh. And how large of an area is that?
A little smaller than
Land.
Utah.
Oh, okay.
So it's a Abernathy. They call it a county, but it's more of a state or a territory,
Yeah.
if anything else. But it's not it's a medium-sized kind of territory.
That's why I asked.
Kind of like Oklahoma. This might be Oklahoma. I don't know. I know, but I'm not gonna say that like that. Ooh, we also have a drink, a little sippy. Hydrate up. So the week comes to an end, and the next week starts. We get about a day in. You guys are still going about your random things. And as you all slowly come back to the Dawes residency, you would find a woman, a younger kind of woman, about in her early 20s, long white hair kept in like a single long braid, fairer kind of skin, and piercing blue eyes, sitting on the couch across from Miss Dawes, and they're having a general conversation. Miss Dawes hears you guys slowly congregate, and she's like, "Oh, come here. Oh, this is Abigail Winterlocks. She's a friend of mine from a few years back, and she needs help. And I told her that I knew 3 individuals that would gladly help.
Pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Plus, I think you 3 need to get out of town for a little bit and clear your heads." She looks at Kingston when she says that.
What the fuck?
Dude, does Kingston say that?
Ma'am, I'll have you know, my mind is very clear.
Your fist fought one of the Jonathan boys.
Okay, my fists aren't very clear. That's a difference.
The woman, Abigail, stands, puts her hands in her lap, and kind of like bows. And she starts off with, "Well, it's all nice to meet you all now. As she said, I'm Abigail Winterlocks. I might as well get to business. A group of people that I've been leading through Dark Crossing and hoping to get past the mountains. We've kind of run to a stop due to one of the snowstorms passing through. That's nothing new. That happens regularly in the area. The issue that we're having is near where we parked was a cavern of sorts. I told the group, don't go in. There's nothing there. No, we don't want people getting lost or hurt. But in the last 2 days of us being there, 2 people have disappeared. We're worried that they might have gone into the caves. We're worried they might have left. We don't know. I don't want to lose anyone else on this trip. So I was wondering if you 3 could accompany me into that cavern."
What's in it for us?
Money.
Good,
I mean,
good
I'm
pay?
just guessing. So, throwing that one out there.
"We'll find a way to pay you. Be it with information or gold.
Information's good.
I like secrets.
Especially for you, Mr. Kingston." And she does a little bow again. And she grabs like some riding gloves and she starts to head out. And she's like, "I'll meet you all outside shortly." And she steps out. Miss Dawes stands, pats off her dress, and she's like, "All right. It is time that you all start, doing a little bit more work. I know that we've been trying to find the leads on who took my son. Or at least my son's corpse.
Yes, of course. We've been working so very hard, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about the games I played and the drinks.
Thinking about the games, the drinks, the fist to the Johnson boy's face.
Yeah.
She gives you a look again, like a scornful mother.
Well, can I roll? What was it called? Can I roll? What's lying? Deception.
Sure.
I'm trying
go
to
right
say that. I'm trying to say that.
Sure. Let's
I'm
go.
doing my best. Oh wait, that's athletics. Whoops.
You got this. I believe in you.
Just take this roll and subtract by 4. Just don't count it because I have 0 in charisma.
What was it? Because right now I'm having to do a little
It's a 5.
weird setup. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna need you guys to say your roles because right now I'm having to do work with like a really weird setup since I'm sharing one whole screen. Because OBS is acting a little dumb. She just gives you that scornful motherly look. She knows you've been a little bit having too much fun. Too much fun tossing fists in the Johnson boy.
Miss Dawes, it is my utmost priority to find your son. Are you sure you want us to be taking us off that?
It'll be fine. It'll be a nice break, a little bit of that good old clean air. And who knows, maybe something will come out of it.
Alright.
And so with that, she starts walking you guys to the door and she goes, "Now, I have requested a horse for you, Kingston. As I know Echo will probably ride on the back or ride with Casey. Or you. The stable owner said that he was a good horse. Very kind and gentle to those he meets. So you should be alright in riding him." And you will both step out, and you see that Abigail is already on a kind of like speckled gray horse. Or gray with white speckling, I should say, horse. And beside her is, of course, Casey's horse, Rowdy.
Rowdy?
And
Risky, the most reliable
shit,
horse
you're
in the
right.
West.
I messed up the R words. Risky. Boy, am I screwing up.
The only thing risky around here is you risking your neck as a DM.
Yeah, I'd
Listen,
watch it.
I have to do it at least once every session, alright? Misgendering my own character was the last one, and then this one is messing up a horse's name, okay?
Yeah, well, I do not forget Risky's name.
Here, let me write that
That
down
is
fast
that
on
is the
stick.
largest offense I've taken. See, I thought you were gonna take the easy route out, and you weren't gonna say anything, but you tried and failed.
Hold on. Let me quickly write down the name. Why is this popping up? What the fuck is this? Okay, well that's...
It's better to try and fail than to not try at all.
There we go. Yep.
Well,
Sun
but
Tzu said that.
it was very funny. We all laughed at him.
Did we?
I mean, I laughed at him. Don't worry, Jesper, we were laughing with you.
Oh, is that what it was? Because that's what they told me in elementary school. All right. That was a joke.
Remember elementary?
Barely.
Anyway.
So and then beside the two horses is a large, very muscular, jet black horse. That's a very fine looking horse.
Rowdy.
Yes, that one's Rowdy.
I see. I understand the confusion. My apologies. You were thinking of Rowdy, the horse next to Risky.
I was indeed. Let's go with that fake story. Miss Dawes motions towards the larger black horse and says, "Kingston, here you go."
Oh, nice. I'll take good care of you.
So you
As like pet the mane.
oh yeah, that's
As I'm giving the reins.
That's a nice horse. It is actually a very friendly horse. The horse kind of like does that little like horse nod that they do. But beyond that, it's a very tamed horse. You know, you wouldn't expect the horse, very large male horse, to be very calm around new people. But he just loves new people.
Oh, I call out to Echo. Echo, you want to ride?
I feel like I'd probably turn into like a minotaur and crawl into like one of the saddlebags.
Alrighty then.
It's a little baby carrier.
Yeah.
Little baby.
Little minotaur baby. Little murderous minotaur baby in a little saddlebag. Cut little leg holes out for her.
Oh my god.
Alright. We're mounted up.
So you're all mounted up. Abigail
Lead the
looks
way.
to Miss Dawes and says, Don't worry, Jackie. I'll have him back in a few days. And she's like, I sure hope you do have him back in a few days. And they have a little chuckle. And she looks at you guys and she's like, all right, let's go. And you all start riding.
Yeah.
You're riding up the path. It's a pretty tame kind of ride. Nothing really too fancy happening. You do see occasional, like, large birds flying by. It's a desert.
Not dragons.
There's no dragons. There's plateaus, there's cliffs. The countryside is very beautiful. It's arid, but it's very beautiful here. Hopefully it doesn't get destroyed by man in the future. Who knows? But
as we're riding along, do I see any like wildlife, or is it just the birds?
you do. You see some occasional like small lizards, medium to smaller sized like mammals that are very much like skittering from shadow to shadow. You do see.
I would try to shoot at one of like the skittering shadow, like probably lizards. I just want to practice my aiming.
All right, go ahead. Roll to hit that boy.
I roll damage first. Whoops. So for my hit, it is a 15.
You do. The little skittering lizard just skitters on by and you go bang.
Yeah.
And it goes yeah, and then kind of just like does a little explode, kind of, because it's a small lizard, but it just goes.
As we continue riding, I would just like reload it.
I want you to roll an animal handling check.
Sure. This is what we're here for. We're here for the flavor.
Because Rowdy,
he's also got Echo in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Echo's not steering.
Well, no, but that's the guy that might add to the tenacity of the horse.
Must protect. 20. Dirty
Just
20.
saying.
Oh yeah, no, then you're fine. Rowdy kind of like rears a little bit, but you're able to stabilize him just fine. He's a gentle horse, but he does not like high-end
combat.
He does not like spooky sounds.
All right, good to know. This horse has been in wars or something.
Or it hasn't been in wars. If it had been in wars, it probably wouldn't be afraid of gunshots.
I don't like the idea of you undermining the trauma that this horse could potentially have.
Okay.
You don't know this horse's service record.
Name Rowdy for a reason, Casey.
So you guys follow down the path, and you guys it's about a couple hours of a ride. Not too arduous.
I'm definitely playing my guitar, singing some songs as we go along down the trail.
Soft little instrumental tunes as you guys are just riding along. And eventually you guys come across a small caravan on top of a hill. They're all broken apart. Tents are set up. And you see just beyond the group a large sandstorm. And
I would call out from a distance and say, howdy, we're just passing through.
some people are poking out of their tents and they're waving and stuff. And you see Abigail start to slow down. And soon she pulls her horse over to where they have some of the other horses, the pack horses and all that stuff, pulled up. And she climbs off and she greets some of the others. And then she looks to you guys and said, "This is the group. Currently, we're here for a little while, as the sandstorm is very strong, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
And as you see, it is a very strong sandstorm. This happens sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes the dust devil just turns into a whole sandstorm.
Yep, it'd be like that. Welcome to the desert."
Question. Was the cave they speak of through the sandstorm, or it's off to the left?
It's off to the side a little bit. And she gestures boop, 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 over towards the side. As you can see, there's water. They've put up spot right at like a waterway, like a small little like oasis in a way.
Yeah.
There's
I
some
can see it.
trees
It's just a
around.
little. Yeah, it's just a little past the oasis.
And there's a cavern that seems to go downwards but you can very much see like an opening. That's the cabin. We usually park here for a night or 2 nights depending on the travel. But again, with this storm, it's been a little longer. That's the one that I'm worried about people getting lost in.
All right. I think we take stock, have a good eating before we head into that cave.
And at that
Find
point,
your boys.
you hear a dinner bell ring, and you see everyone start to group up around a little fire. This group that's there, they're all different kinds of people. You've got some a little highfalutin, like nicer clothes, clearly don't like the company they're with, but they know they just gotta get across. But majority of them are kind of poorer, some keyword there, middle class, just trying to get up and start a new life. Mixed races, humans, elves, 1 or 2 gnomes. And
as
they're
we're
all
eating, I would like to cup a bit of water from the oasis next to us, the watering hole. And how's it taste? Is it good?
It's real good. That the hot summer heat with the sun beating down, and you got a nice clear oasis right here. That water is fresh as hell.
Okay.
I'll,
it's not.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's not poisoned. Hooray!
All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and play some songs for the group while we are eating a can of beans or something.
Yeah, it's actually very good stew. A little bit of a meat stew. With some
I feel like Casey always keeps a couple cans of beans on him in his saddlebag.
Of course, you got to. It's the West. You gotta have beans.
The whole reason why I said we should eat first is just because I'm eating right now, so I can make my slurps in canon.
Wow, professional role player.
Well, the food's pretty good for as far as people on the trail. Everyone's enjoying their food. Small families are sitting together in their own little groups. Some people are sitting around together talking, laughing, and stuff. You do see occasionally someone motion for somebody to get up, and they kind of swap. So some people are keeping watch around the area. Abigail's sitting with you guys. She's also eating. And occasionally she stops and she starts talking about, what needs to be done. She goes through the fact of the cave's not too deep, but it is a very vertically inclined cave.
Okay.
There's a few caverns. There's a few ravines. There's a few sudden drops.
You got a light?
She snaps her finger, and there's a little dancing light right there beside you guys.
Okay.
I got a question to jog my memory. Who does not have dark vision?
I don't.
I also don't.
I'm human.
I'm also human.
What the fuck, guy?
Are you the only one with dark vision?
Well, this is gonna be the echo arc. You're gonna be our eyes.
See, wait, what does the spell clairvoyance do? Okay, an invisible sensor within range. But I don't think that's gonna equate to dark vision here.
It could help a little bit, not a lot, but maybe like a penny's worth of help.
I'll just burn the third level spell slot real quick.
Let me burn all my 3rd level slots so I can see, sort of.
Yeah, plus since this is like a more vertical cave, I have feather fall or slow fall.
Yeah. It's not
I'll
going
be
to be
fine. You guys won't be.
Well, you guys start to finish your meal, and she gets up. She sets her dishes over to where everyone's setting their dirtier dishes. Some people are starting to gather the stuff to pull water to go wash them. She looks to you all. All right, I think it's time that we go try to find where the others went. And I forgot to mention this, but she does have a strange accent. Because most people here have like that good old like Western kind of drawl. Some, of course, have a more Hispanic flavor to their dialect. And there may be like 1 or 2 that have a more Parisian influence. But hers is English. Language of the Queen, essentially. A little
what is America's opinions, or where we are? What are our opinions on the British?
Y'all's opinion on because I want to say the right names because I love these names. Y'all's opinion, they're the United Sovereign States of North America. They're more or less, it's at a point where they're like, okay, we kind of just don't care. There's some people across an ocean with a territory over here. They're not doing anything funny. That funny shit happened 70, 80 years ago. It's not a big deal. They really just don't care. Okay. Right now, the only people that the USSNA really doesn't like is the Siberian United Federation and the Hispania Federation.
Oh,
yeah, can't believe they don't like us.
Listen, that's because they want Florida. It always comes down to Florida at the end of the day.
That place with the Gators?
Yeah, the place with the Gators. We already got Louisiana. We just need the Florida. We have the trifecta of Gator.
Well, I mean, if you look on the map currently, it looks kind of like there's an inverted Florida at a bit of an angle.
Ah, yes. Lake Florida.
What do they
Lake
plan to do with all the Gators? They plan to bottle the water and sell it like Gatorade? Call it Gatorade?
Gator Girl juice?
I hate that.
I need Gator Girl juice.
There's got to be a Gator VTuber, honestly.
There most definitely is.
I feel like we're getting our own, like, Rule 35. If it exists, there's a VTuber of it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong. We just need to figure out what rule it is.
Well, I said 35. I think that's fair enough.
Fair. So, she, starts getting ready, and she's like, all right, it's time to go in. So you all start to head around the oasis. She stops and talks to a lookout for a minute just to themselves, and then you guys start heading into the cave. There is the sunlight behind you, like the little bit of light that's coming in, and with her snap of her finger, lights start to rotate around you guys, dancing lights, so that you all can see as you're progressing down. When she meant vertical, she didn't mean a drop. She meant more of like a sort of steeper incline, where you guys can still walk down. It winds a little bit. It goes around.
Question, because I think I would actually do this. Would you say it's like a ramp downward?
Yes.
Okay. If we're in a cave, do we have like any stalagmites or stalactites?
Oh yeah, there are. There are going to be stalagmites.
Kingston would break one off and use it like a skateboard.
I'm gonna grab one as a snack.
I'm gonna grab one and use it as a skateboard and go down.
I need you to roll in acrobatics.
Dude, do you want me to make a constitution check to eat the stalactite?
You know what? The stalactite, you eating it is funny. This is like you could actually hurt yourself. So you go ahead and you eat that stalactite, buddy. It's very rocky. It has a little bit of granite.
11.
That was very nice.
You break it off, right? Because you're strong enough. You could do that. You set it on the ground and you quickly hop on and you go down about 10 feet before you hit a rock.
Damn.
And you end up on the ground.
I was hoping to city escape it, like Sonic.
No, not today. She just... Abigail puts her temples to her or puts her finger to her temples and just sighs a little bit. Are you alright, Kingston?
Yeah, just trying to have a little bit of fun.
Well, I appreciate the effort. We have very important things to worry about here.
I mean, we were just outside laughing and joking, like not even 5 minutes ago.
I understand, but there's a time for business and a time for fun. She's very straight-laced. She's like, we have shit to do. We gotta get this shit done.
Okay.
Because again, there are 2 people that are gone missing. So you guys progress down, and it winds, it weaves its way around, and you realize this cave is a lot deeper than how she described. Like, it's going. You guys are in here for about 15, 20 minutes. The light behind you is just a distant little like white dot. Well, you guys are making a fair bit of progress. It is a very deep cavern. At points you come to flat ground and you start to see the ravines and the sudden drops that you talked about. Where off to the side you can see like small crevices where they just go straight down into darkness and you can't see the bottom. You guys progress a little bit further.
I drop a rock down there.
You hear nothing.
Oh, great.
You might hear it maybe like tick off something like on the side of the wall, but you don't really hear it stop, if that makes sense.
Bottomless pits. I never trust a bottomless pit. They're real dangerous. I tell you, I tell you though, any pit, you can fall down for the rest of your life if it's adequately deep enough.
The only bottomless thing I want to see is just the bottomlessness of a bottle.
I will throw you in the pit. You got work to do, man.
Man.
Afterwards, my friend.
Damn, Kingston, I'm sorry you're the butt of the joke today.
Yeah, it's fine.
You guys progress, and you start to notice that in some of the smaller ravines, there is light down there eventually. A bright orange light, but it's very small. And if you do like a little bit of a closer eye, it kind of moves a little bit. But beyond that, you guys keep progressing, and you come into a larger opening where it's very well lit for what it is. You wouldn't think that the cavern would be well lit, but as you look off to the side, there is a large ravine where you can now see that there are lava cracks at the very bottom, and the light is bright enough to shine up into the cavern you all are in. Again, there are stalagmites and stalactites spread out about. There's another larger sudden drop to your left.
I want to check our current location. Is there any signs of like which way either of these two people could have gone? Like if there's any like ripped cloth from from passing any of the stalagmites or anything of that sort that would indicate if they went through the ravine, like the lava, or if they went down, like downer and downer.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay,
Anyone else want to do that too?
So it's a -1. So it's probably best if someone else also rolls.
I was about to say, anyone else want to do a little bit of a roll?
Roll for
Investigation.
I got a 15.
Let's see.
I would like to make a history check to see if there's any known tectonic activity around here that would cause there to be lava this low down.
Okay.
Or I mean high up technically, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That is
right now
that
is
is
not the time for TikToks.
TikTok activity. Someone's doing a funny dance down here and you need to stop them.
okay, that's a modded, well of course modded 22.
Okay. So with a 22, you know that you guys are very close to the mountains, and mountains usually are on a tectonic plate.
That's fair.
You've had a little bit of the academic society life at one point or another.
I've been around.
So you understand that, yes, this is a spot where lava could form at varying levels.
Mm-hmm.
And what did we get for investigations again?
19.
Kingston?
15.
As far as the ravine and the sudden drop goes, it looks like nobody in their right mind would go that way. Because these are drops that are far enough to kill somebody.
Hey guys, let's go that way.
No safe way to climb down. You don't see anything at the bottoms that would indicate like someone's been down there, or someone dropped down there, or someone died down there. You see that the cavern does veer deeper in. And deeper in, there's more of a light, but it's not as bright as the cavern you're in. As you guys are stepping closer, you start to hear a voice. It's a feminine voice. And then another voice, a masculine voice. The other voice, though, sounds familiar.
Oh,
It
it's
sounds-
the vampire that we fought last time.
Very familiar to Echo.
Oh. Not a vampire. Hey, Echo, you can't turn into a vampire, could you?
God.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Anyways, you can't also turn into a clone of yourself? 'Cause that would also be worrying, because something fishy's going on here, and I don't like it.
I mean, I can be me, but I can't make two of me.
Alright, well, that's not good.
As you guys start to get closer, who's in the front?
Probably me, because I have devil sight.
As you, start to go around the corner, you do see two figures near a fire. Like a lighted table kind of deal, talking, and you duck back immediately, because you don't want to get seen. You don't know who the hell
I
these people
say,
are.
I see that, and I go, shh, guys, I got a plan. I've got a little spell I can do here, though. Give me a look at these guys, and they won't even know it.
You know,
we
knock
back
an
out-
arrow.
We can knock an arrow later. I can cast clairvoyance in there, and I can listen in on their conversation without them being any wiser. Sound like a plan? I say we back out for a bit and see what we can get, because I can be up to a mile away. I can hear these guys from a mile away.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. I'm going to mark that off my spell slots, and I guess we can back out. And it says you create an invisible sensor within range of a location familiar to you, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you. The sensor remains in place for the duration and can't be attacked or otherwise interacted with. When you cast a spell, you choose seeing or hearing. You can use the chosen sense through the sensor as if you were in its space. As your action, you can switch between seeing and hearing. And a creature that can see the sensor, such as a creature with benefiting from see invisibility or true sight, can see it. But I just want to clarify that if one of them does have see invisibility or true sight, or cast see invisibility or has true
They
sight,
could see it.
They could
Okay.
see it. But I think we can possibly assume these guys don't have true sight. So, cool. So I guess we back out and sort of hang out there for a bit, and I'll tune in to whatever they're saying.
And it said that you switch between either seeing or hearing, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna be listening currently.
All right. So as you guys take a little bit more of a step back into the mouth of the tunnel, and you cast clairvoyance, you get close enough to where you can start hearing what they're saying. The woman sounds distressed in a way. Her voice rushed and frantic. Come on, you know they're after me. They know my face, they know what I look like, they know everything. They know what I've done for this. You've got to help me, please, you've got to. The other voice, calm and collected. Trying to calm her in the process of trying to get through with the conversation, really. It's alright. It's fine. They're not going to find you. They're not going to hurt you. I won't let them. I trust you. I understand that. But God, do you not trust in the process? Do you not trust me? You hear her kind of stutter a little bit, and she goes, well, I trust you. I do. I really do. I trust our Lord. But they're gonna kill me if they find me. And in that moment, you feel a sensation like someone's watching you.
Someone's watching me.
Like a sharp, cold sensation right down your spine.
Hey, anybody notice a wind chill in here, or is that just me? I'm asking if anybody else felt that, or that was just me, and I should be worried.
Anybody?
Do
Anybody
we
feel that?
got?
No.
Okay,
Where's he
I'm gonna
going?
quickly switch to seeing, and I imagine I'm gonna be looking this guy dead in the eyes.
Yes, this cloaked. Now you see, it's the same dark cloaked figure. Their face, there's a mask over their face, like their mouth and nose, where all you can see is their cold, red eyes. And they're staring right up at where you would be looking. The other figure, a woman with a wide-brimmed hat, curly red locks, kind of tied up into a messy kind of ponytail, fair skin. In her frantic looking about, she can feel that something's wrong. She's saying things to him, but you can't hear what he's saying now. They're saying now, and she's looking around. She has bright emerald eyes.
Alright, I'm going to dispel that, and I'm going to look to the rest of the gang and say, they might know. We should probably not stay here.
I need you to make an
can set up an
acrobatics.
ambush.
I need you to make an acrobatics roll real fast, Casey.
Me?
Yes.
An acrobatics roll?
Yes.
That's a weird suggestion, but I can do it.
Could I, if something's flying at Casey, could I jump in the way to take it?
It's a 19, I'll be fine.
Okay.
I was about to say, this feels like a moment where it's like a little too fast.
Too fast, guys.
Like, this is like he's saying, like, maybe we should, and then that's when. So as you guys are there, you hear a sharp as a sudden spark of a rock right near you, and you see a small bullet, Casey.
Shit.
So, don't knock the arrow.
Hi, do you guys want to?
No, you can go ahead with that now.
You guys want to roll initiative now?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
As in, it's time to roll initiative. Combat starting a little sooner than the last one.
Time to play
and
Darkest Dungeon battle music.
Initiative of 22.
I got a 19.
Echo?
11.
Alright, so that is going to be. Alright, let me swap music to the bump and jams that we did last time. Because those were some straight bump and jams.
Ooh, will you be able to hear that?
The stream will be able to hear that.
I gotta get you on Nightbot so that your VOD won't remember your music, therefore you won't get copyright strikes.
That's fine.
I'll need that.
It's not. I don't think it's gonna give us the copyright strike. I think it'll just mute the audio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, it's gonna end up on YouTube, and the YouTube VOD will be fine. Because I'm not making money off of YouTube, because I'm not monetized. Let's go. So I can post a fair bit of content. Yeah. So, Casey, that shot
Yes.
just rang off right beside you. I will zoom out so that you guys can see. Boom. Alright, so you guys would be more like down near these rocks, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they would have been up here. And again, I'm doing like a generalized map, because I don't have tokens. But, Casey, it is your turn first.
Okay.
The figures would
how
be-
high is the ceiling above us?
It's a good... The apex of it is about a good 25.
Cool. So how close is he to this woman?
I'd say about 25, 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Shatter above him in the ceiling to create a rock fall onto him.
Above who? The mysterious figure or the
Yeah, the
woman?
mysterious figure.
Okay.
And that is a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from the point with your range. Each creature in a 10-foot sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. And blah blah blah. A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw. So it is good against like physical things. So I'm blasting the rocks.
All right.
So I like strum my guitars. It makes a very discordant sound that echoes up towards the ceiling.
How am I gonna do the damage for that? Because I did not plan for falling rocks today.
Yeah, well.
Rocks fall, everybody dies.
That's the hope.
That's the hope.
Come on, phone. Load information faster.
You need numbers?
I do need numbers.
Number. Don't even know her.
It's not even helping. There we go. Falling.
Basically,
objects.
how much do you think the rocks weigh?
I got the sheet
Like
up now.
10 pound, 30 pound rock?
Yeah, about. Okay, I got it.
If they're, yeah.
I got it. Thank you. We'll go. Okay. Go ahead. I'll let you roll this. Go ahead and roll 4d6.
Sweet. Alright. That's 6 damage there, and that's 7, so 6 and 7, that's 13. Cool, I just rolled 2d6 at a time, so 13 damage.
13 damage. Alright. The rocks fall. They kind of batter him up a little bit. But for the most part, he's still standing. He is still...
I could have done more damage to cast and Shatter on him.
Well, hey, you went for flair, and you know what? I appreciate that.
I can tell.
Kingston, you're next.
Okay. If we're hiding behind these rocks and they're they're having a bunch of debris on top of them, aren't they?
A little bit.
Yeah. Would you say it's pretty smoky now? Like because of all the dust that would be settling? You said no?
A little bit, but not like enough to make a big difference.
Make a difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double check something.
He pulls out a gun.
He's pulling out a gun, you say?
No, I said you're pulling out a gun. I'm trying to be
I'm not,
funny.
actually. So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just gonna charge straight at him. I want to basically tackle him into the lava river behind them.
All right, so again, they're over here, so they wouldn't really
and
get
I'm
knocked
using
in.
my charge action. They're where? To the left of it?
They're more over here, like behind the table, kind of deal. They're not really close
Okay,
to be
to the left
knocked
of
in.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me just double check something. Yeah, because I'm gonna take the dash action for charger, just to have my bonus action to make a melee attack, or shove them. I'm actually gonna shove them into the table.
Okay.
If I can do that. Okay. So run. I'll make a shove attempt. So that would be, I think, athletics against
Against acrobatics. So yeah.
Yeah.
Boop.
All right.
What'd you roll?
from rolling my athletics.
You got this. I believe in you. Oh, did I not loop that?
11.
11. Go back. Loop. There we go. So you run up to him. You rush him. He's already stumbled a little bit from the rocks caving in. And as you get up to him, he goes to make a move out of the way. But you catch him just in time and knock him onto the table. You're like
Nice.
kind of on top of him. And you realize on the table there are candles and there are 2 hearts.
Okay.
And a ceremonial dagger kind of deal.
Okay.
So then next, the woman taking a step back from what had just happened. She looks over to the man. She does a small gasp before she pulls out her revolver and fires straight at you.
Not me? Okay.
Yeah. Boop.
Bring it.
14.
That does not hit. I have a 15 AC.
All right. She's going to fire off a second shot. 16. That does
That
hit.
hits.
All right. So you're going to take 9 damage.
I'm at 20. Yeah, 29.
She's going to curse at you and start stepping back towards the stones to where she's not in the line of fire of the other members. She's going to be reloading as she does that. Next up is the man you just shoved.
Mm-hmm.
You've got him on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta swap between stuff on my phone, which doesn't make it irritating at all because I gotta swap through 15 things. Let's go!
I was hoping to do like an elbow drop onto him. But if he's getting enough from the table, I gotta set that whole thing up.
I mean, hey, you might be able to, you might not. Nobody knows. Some crazy, wacky shit might happen. Whoa. Hold on, I gotta reread through this one more time. Okay. He is going to, as he's in this little, like, standstill with you at this table, he is going to reach to his hip and try to jam a dagger right at you. And that is a 15. And that is going to be 3 damage.
To me.
Yes. And with his other hand, he is going to, as he stabs you, push up on your chest to try to get you off of him.
So hey Daisy, welcome right.
Hi Melly. Hello. Hello Melly. Hello Blubby. Hello everybody. He got a nat 20 on that too.
What? No, please.
You are taken aback by the shot and the stab. And immediately you feel the man's palm hit your chest and push you back. And you're taken so aback that you like stumble and catch yourself on your knee. And he's going to take this as a quick moment to step away from you. Just
Melly,
trying to separate the distance a little more.
D&D was going well, and now I got critted.
You didn't take crit damage, thankfully. It was just to get you off of him, but still.
Yeah, I only took the 3 damage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
Plus the
I'm
9
fine.
from the revolver. Next up, Echo. little murder baby.
Murder, baby.
Little murder.
Let's see. How far away are they from us?
They're again probably about 30 feet away.
This is all
All
theater of
right.
the mind.
Theater of the mind.
So what I'm gonna do is kind of pull my bow over my shoulders, and since Kara is having some fun, I'm gonna run in and try and help And I'm gonna shank a hoe.
Who you shanking, the male hoe or the female hoe?
The male hoe. And just to make sure, I also have an ally within 5 feet, so I can take sneak attack, which is fun.
boy.
Just add a hit. That's a 2 plus 5 for 7.
That does not hit. The man sees you coming a mile away, takes a step back as you try to stab him. You try to get him. He takes a step back and he kind of like chuckles to himself a little bit. He doesn't say anything.
Did he take a step back to the right of the map, like into the lava, into like
No.
the bits of lava?
No. So here's what it was. So you guys were kerfuffling over here, and he pushed you off to where you're like about like right here, and he stepped this way,
Okay.
and then he stepped back more.
Okay. He's trying to make a break for it.
He's stepping away. Nobody wants to die, but he especially don't want to die.
I wonder why.
So then,
Well, I guess as a bonus action, I'll just hex him.
remind me what Hexa does again. It gives you advantage, right?
I place a curse on a creature I can see within range. If I hit them, I do an extra 1d6.
Okay.
I also choose an ability when I cast a spell, and the target has disadvantage on the ability checks made with that. So I'm going to choose probably Dex.
Okay.
So a lot of spells are Dex saves. If he drops to 0 before the spell ends, I can choose a new target. Then go. Yeah.
Okay. So before the next round starts, the woman ends up getting herself around to the left side of the rock, and she sees y'all's guide, essentially, Abigail. She grits her teeth. She says, "You fucking devil," and she points her finger at her. And she says something in an odd language that you don't really know. No, actually, does anyone speak Fiendish?
Let me double check.
Or Infernal, I should say.
I speak
No.
Infernal.
That's
All
the
right.
Minotaur, that's it.
You hear her say, "Sit, you lizard." And right then you see around Abigail like a dark mist, and it's as she's straining to get free, but she's kind of just trapped. She can't move. So then now we're back up to our good old boy Casey. Is he alive?
Casey's
I hope he alive. He's
gone.
gone.
Sorry, I was
gone
talking
on.
and I was muted.
I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Okay,
We all start streams muted.
No, we do. I know. How much damage have you taken? I guess change to
12 damage.
I've taken. Is it 12 damage?
12. Because it was 9 from the revolver and 3 from the dagger.
I did an additional 3 by accident. Whoops. I'm not 25.
It's all good.
I could hit you with cure wounds if you'd like.
For a price, starts charging him money. Like a good support character.
Exactly.
Nah, I think I'm good.
Okay.
I've only taken like a third of my HP. Like 26 is still a lot. Save the heal damage.
Okay. Well, I'm just looking. I don't have a ton of damage spells or anything.
You got a gun.
I have a gun.
Do you have a gun? I don't. Do you?
I just assumed a character named Sheriff would have a gun.
Oh, I'm not sheriff. I'm
He's
Casey.
He's a bard.
I'm a bard. Yeah.
He do sing-songs and not shoots.
Yeah, exactly.
Until he takes the firearm specialist perk, then he can shoot.
I did take that.
Okay. In the meantime, I can cast Shatter again. Let's see. Where's it telling my spell slots on here? How many I have left?
Sheet.
Where does it say spell slots?
What is it in D&D Beyond?
Yeah, yeah.
They're gonna be little squares above those spell sections.
Okay, yeah, I see them. Okay, cool. So I've got 3 second level spell slots. I can, yeah. Let's just cast Shatter again. And what? How far are those two apart right now? Because now the lady's attacking. That was gonna be nice, but now she's.
All right, so she's all the way back here behind the rock, and
Where is
he's
he?
all the way up here.
Is are they within 20 feet with each other?
I'd say it's just out of 20 feet.
Conveniently. I should start asking, are they within 15 feet of each other just so I can... Oh, they're just over that. Got him. Yeah, I'll just, you know what, screw the one guy. I will, shatter him again.
Oh, you're gonna shatter him again? Alright.
Yeah.
So I need to do a Constitution save, right?
Yep, Constitution saving throw.
17?
Yeah, that'll pass.
Alright, so I'm trying to remember
I
which...
still do damage.
Yeah, he does only takes half, right?
Yep.
Like everything else.
Okay. So that's 13, and then that would be 6. He takes 6 damage.
Alright. Oops.
Remember, kids, always round down.
So yeah, you hit him. He kind of reacts to it a little bit. Takes another small step back, but he's getting mad now. He's getting a little angry. Kingston, it's your turn.
So what I'm gonna attempt to do is I'm gonna attempt to grapple the mysterious male. I'm gonna try and put him into a full Nelson. So basically, he's turning to try and run, yeah, or is he still trying to face us?
He's facing you guys.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna run arms up in like a cross, like, you know, just to try and not block, but like try to endure the bullet so he doesn't just get a headshot. And try to just tackle him onto the ground, full mount him.
All right. You want to go ahead and roll an athletics check?
Yeah. No, that's acrobatics. -2. Whatever I roll here. Nine.
As you try to tackle him, he immediately jukes you to the right because he could see it coming a mile away. And you just kind of like take a few more steps before you realize, oh yeah, no, I didn't hit anything. I didn't hit him. And you quickly turn to face him.
You would say that would be my main action, so
Yes.
I got a bonus. Even though I missed, I think I would try to catch him like at the end. So like even though he's dodging out of my grasp, I see him just getting out. So I'm actually make my palm into a fist, and it's like a clothesline essentially. So I'm just gonna do an unarmed strike with for a flurry of blows.
Okay.
So let's see. Does this hit? It's 8. I assume that doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
Okay.
He sees it coming and does a quick like sidestep. You hear him chuckle a little bit. Nice try. You gotta be a little faster though, champ.
Alright, I equip my ring of speed. No, I'm kidding.
I equip my Glock and I
pull out my gun. Okay, yeah.
I have a gun now?
I pull out my AR-50.
I've had a gun. I shot it while we were on the horseback, remember?
Yep.
Set up payoff. Chekhov's gun.
Oh, I'm double checking, I'm trying to find. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I think it's either Echo or the baddie's turn. I forget who.
It is the woman's turn, actually. She, after freezing y'all's guide, she looks at her partner in crime. And he's getting bullied, and she grits her teeth, and she speaks in a strange tongue. And she kind of like waves her hands together, and it forms like a dark black and green mist. And you see the two corpses that were right beside the table start to move and start to get up.
Oh god, no.
As two more wonderful individuals have joined the fray. So that is... Boop. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, well, that's fine. So, yeah, now there are two undead basically dividing the party. And she quickly turns back and she growls as she looks back between the group. And she ducks back behind the rock to try to get cover between her and anyone else that would try to like get at her. And then next are those little skeleton boys. Not really skeleton boys, more like zombie boys.
What skeleton boys got?
They're gonna... One is gonna shift its eyes over to Kingston and start slowly making its way over there. That's not it. That's
Start
also
playing spooky,
not
scary
it.
skeletons.
Where is it? There it
Yeah,
is.
they're on
That's
there.
my sheet. And it actually does get over to you, Kingston.
Okay.
And it's gonna reach its hands out, its jaw trying to get at you. And he's gonna try to bite you. He's gonna do a little chomp.
Okay.
So I need to roll this bad boy. Boop! That is a 15. Actually, that is a
Hit.
17.
Hits.
Alright, he's gonna take a little chomp out of your arm. A little nyam.
Ow.
A little bite. These are my filler words. As I roll dice. That's gonna be 8 damage. He grabs onto you and he pulls your arm towards him and he takes a big ol' bite right out of you. And as you're trying to not, get devoured by a zombie, you look and it's the same deal as what you guys have been hearing about, where in his chest is just a massive hole, like brutally carved out, and there is no heart.
Oh, great.
Does this look like one of the persons that were described to us that went missing?
Yes.
The undead that's biting. Oh,
Yes. And the other one, Casey, you are still over there by the 3 rocks with Echo, right?
Sure, yeah. Sure.
All right. It's going to start making its way over there. It's not going to exactly make it over there because it's got to go around the rocks. But it's going to be, like, very close. And you also see the same thing. In its chest is a giant gaping hole, and there's no heart. And it really wants to eat you. It's like, that's a tasty bird right there. Nom nom. And after that, the mysterious man. And now that he has a chance to breathe, since Kingston is getting bullied by a ghoul,
Hey, ghoul.
he is going to quickly pull out his rifle. And he is going to look over to where you two are, Echo and Casey, and he's going to quickly fire off a shot over at Casey.
No, he doesn't.
What do you mean, no, he doesn't?
I asked him not to.
Well, you know what? I think a 27, a nat 20 does.
Oh, just barely.
Just a little bit. Just a little tickle. That's all it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Grazed me. It grazed me.
How about 17 damage?
Oh, yeah.
This is only a flesh wound.
Yeah, alright, let me put that in the old calculator.
We'll
Pop that bad boy. Oh, yeah, that's 6. 6 hit points left.
This is why you save your heals for you.
You see him pull the
Behind the
bolt
tank.
back, load another shot in, and keep taking steps back, trying to distance himself from Kingston, taking this chance to, you know, not get punched.
I'm about to become an Avenger.
Wait, so Kingston was fighting him when he shot at me?
No, Kingston is in a all-brawl grunge match with a zombie that's
okay.
currently munching on his arm.
Great.
So, for rough reference, Kingston and Ghoul 1 are here. Woman is here. Dude is probably about up here now. And you
Okay.
guys are down here. Among these rocks. You two and Abigail, who is still in a dark mist, can't move, trying her best. And now it is Lil Echo.
Does she look like she's going after Abigail?
The woman?
Mm-hmm.
It looked like she was just trying to get her to not do anything.
Alright.
Like, she could take care of her later, but for right now, you guys are a bigger threat.
I'm going after the man.
Alright, so I'm assuming you're gonna... Oh yeah, you're over here too, my bad. I forgot, because
And
you
what
tried
I'm
to
gonna
knife
do,
him, so you're gonna chase him.
since that guy has disadvantage on deck saves,
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and get him with burning hands.
Okay, so I'm assuming I need to make a dex save.
I need 2 of them, and you're taking the lower.
You hear that? She's telling me what to do. How about a 13?
13 does not save.
Oh shit, alright, roll your damage.
Alright. That is 7 burning damage. And what I'm gonna do is, how bad is he looking?
He's still kicking. He's still doing good. He doesn't give a fuck.
Let's go,
Da da da. Let's go. Da 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 da. Yeah, no, he's still good. He's looking a little hurt, but beyond that, he is a-okay. That burn did do something to him. Like, he did very much react to it. Grunt.
Alright, I'm gonna lock eyes with him and, aim my bow at the woman.
Oh yeah, did you add your hex damage?
Oh yeah, I need to add my hex
Oh yeah,
damage.
add your hex damage.
Let's see here.
Don't forget your hex damage, sweetie.
That's an extra 2. Necrotic.
Nice.
Alright. Yeah, that hurt. That very much did hurt him, though.
And, I will just lock eyes with him as I aim at his woman.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
He seems unfazed. His eyes do not really care. They're just looking at you like you're gonna fucking die.
Try it.
Next is Casey. The boy.
Okay, so Casey is gonna drop behind this rock so that he can't be shot at, and he's gonna like sit down and start playing like home on the range, like his favorite song as he's casting Cure Wounds on himself.
Kind of panicky a little bit.
Yeah, home on the range.
I'd say
Start
you're.
playing through the fire and flames. Actually,
I'd
Through
say
that
you're
panic.
tucked behind this rock so that neither one could see you.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna cast that.
Get your healing damage. Your healing damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on myself at just first level. Come on,
No,
one
cast that at the
point.
big bad evil guy.
No whammies. 3 whammies. Okay,
3
I heal
whammies.
6. 3 whammies. Okay, I heal 6. I'll take
Okay,
it.
that's good. That's good.
Hopefully, I don't get another like fucking skull-piercing shot.
Well,
fired at
you're
me.
in cover right now. You're fine. Also, that shot I'd say went into your shoulder. It was a straight through shot, but
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it started. It's not bleeding by this point. Now that I've done a
Yeah.
little singing.
you're doing your best.
But I'm also gonna get my. I'm gonna stand like behind this rock, ready, like with my pull out my Bowie knife as I'm ready for this zombie to come at me.
Okay.
Because I know it's gonna be here soon.
Kingston, it's your turn, friend. Amigo.
Jasper, would you still say I'm like pretty relatively close to the table?
Yeah, I'd
Or
say
not?
about there's a 5 foot distance between. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up the dagger, the
Okay.
ceremonial dagger from the table.
I'm gonna tell you it has the same stats as a dagger.
That's fine.
It just looks a little fancy.
I want to use my reaction if he does shoot at me again, to throw the knife so I can cut the bullet in half.
Okay.
You can flavor it as deflect missile,
Okay.
but I'm saving. I'm holding that for my reactive.
Okay.
Currently with the undead arm like biting into my arm, I'm actually going to wrap my other arm like around its neck and basically try to suplex it back into the table. You okay?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah. Go ahead and do that roll.
I'm doing my damage.
Do. I'd say do an attack roll. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
was just
doing
gonna do.
damage.
I was just gonna do improvised attack.
Yeah.
Seven brawler strike.
Yeah.
I took Tavern Brawler for a reason, and now it's here.
Now it's instead of punching the Johnson boy.
10.
That was a 10 to hit.
Yeah, 10 to hit.
It does not. He is a very sturdy ghoul.
Yeah.
Of course, it helps the fact that the man that used to be that ghoul was a very sturdy man.
Okay.
So as you try to like force it off so that you could do that, it holds still. It plants its feet and it really wants to eat you.
I'll use another key point for flurry of blows.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna basically try to gut punch it
Okay.
below the hole where its chest where its heart is.
Yeah,
It's
you don't
kinda
wanna-
funny
You don't want to punch ribs.
yeah if I crit fail, can we just say like I'm punching through the hole, like I'm just missing.
And you're hitting their ribs? Yeah, sure. We
Yeah.
can say that if you crit fail.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is a 1 in 20 chance.
I mean, I have my days where I hit good and
Hey,
days where I hit
it's
bad.
happened before.
Yeah. I have my 20 days and I have my 1 days, and these days have been today's has been pretty low in combat at least.
Come on.
It was almost crit fail, 15. So I got 21 in total.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. 8.
8 damage. Alright. So that would actually be... Okay. Alright, that was Kingston. Now it is the woman. The woman is going to look back at the
I'm just saying
mysterious figure. Huh?
I'm just saying I'm not gonna hit the woman once. To
look at-
Lucy and Sheriff.
To try to enforce your ideals. To be like, I'm never going to hit
all women are queens.
All women are queens, huh?
After she put a bullet in the back of you. You're just like,
All
no.
women are queens. That's fine. I'm a woman. Shoots her.
Queens can fight.
Yeah, queens.
Kings don't fight queens.
Exactly. This guy's played chess.
The Emperors, on the other hand.
Hey, you know, that's a different story. She's gonna look and she's gonna see little Echo aiming at her. And she's gonna snap her finger real fast and point it at Echo.
It's fine, I'll take it.
And you'll tank it? Oh, buddy.
Look, I just want, like, all the
There's a
shot calling off of fucking Casey and Kingston.
Fair. Does a 14 hit?
14. Does hit.
It does hit. Alright.
Mhm.
As you're looking up at him, you hear a quick snap and a quick and you look real fast and you see a sort of like dark red come at you and then a small explosion. And that is 11 damage.
Ooh. Jesus.
How you guys looking? You guys looking alright?
I'm just at like half health.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm at half as well.
I'm a little over half.
Okay.
To be fair, Casey, you just have a really small health pool.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, I need to pull something up real fast. faster. There we go. All right, wait. Yeah, it'll be fine. All right. So that was her. And now it's going to be Ghoul 1, as I have affectionately called K-Ghoul, because it's mauling Kingston. It's wanting another bite. You tasted so good. It's gonna go for another little chomp.
Go.
Maybe it won't get this chomp. Hopefully it won't get this little chomp. Why can't I click the dice button? Please, please, I want to roll dice game. Please, D&D Beyond. Ah! Okay, I'm just gonna have to pull something up then. Thank you, D&D Beyond, for doing me dirty. Weh. Alright. 14 does not hit. Because you're on a 15, right?
Yeah, I'm on 15.
Alright, so yeah, so he tries to go for a little bite, but you're able to, like, stop him just in time. He is real intent on trying to bite you, but that's him. The next one is affectionately called Seaghoul. Because it's going after Casey. It knows where you're going. It's slowly wandering up to you. And it's going to raise its arm up, and it's going to try to, like, slash at your arm.
Oh, great.
So
Can't
that
tell I've already been shot. You know, you wouldn't like me. I'm too tough anyway.
does a 12 hit.
He's all gristle.
No,
Almost.
12 does not.
Alright, so he goes for that swing, and he goes wide. He is not very coordinated. Of course, I don't know a ghoul that is very coordinated.
Silly. I'm too tough for you! Because I, like, bat his arm away.
Next is the mysterious figure. He is going to, again, close the bolt in his rifle. Grin at Echo. Because Echo just took a hell of a fucking bite, essentially. Took a hell of a hit. Hi.
Even though I said, or since I said I would ready it, and it would be flavor for deflect missile, I assume since it's not shooting me, I can't still do that, yeah?
No.
That's fine.
Unless he quickly shoots you. No.
Hello, Katana Wielder.
Yes, hello. Where is...
I'm currently attempting Katana Wielder to do the cool thing of throwing the knife to cut the bullet in half.
That ain't happening, Chief.
It's not gonna happen.
Because,
It's not at me. It's a little baby.
I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do. Because I have a lot of good options. I have so many good fucking options right now. Am I evil? Maybe I am.
I just saw this rolling off. Let's go.
Alright, no, yeah, he's going to... Actually, yeah, he's gonna aim at you, Kingston, and he's gonna fire. So if you want to go ahead and do your little roll real fast.
Yeah, I'll do my deflect missile roll. Okay.
What you got, champion?
Go. This sort of damage you take from the attack piece by 1d10 plus. Let me roll my damage. So let me roll. How much damage did he roll for the attack?
To do the attack, he rolled a 15.
Yeah, that hits. What's the damage? for
The
deflect?
damage is...
If it's less than 14, I get to throw. I get to. We're flavoring it as the knife I throw cuts through the bullet, and it would damage him instead.
All right, that is going to be 12 damage.
Let's go. So let's see if my return hit.
A dagger does 1d4.
1d4.
Yeah.
Because it's a little knife. It's I would say a baby sword.
Does 15 hit the guy?
Yes.
Okay. Let me roll a d4 because deflect missile default does d6. So I'll roll d4.
But that's normally for, like, you know, arrows or bolts or, yeah.
Arrow.
Arrow.
Okay, I think it's just 2. So it's 2 plus 3, so 5.
His fucking health changed again for some reason.
So
You
as he
said-
turns to shoot the bullet at me, I quickly let go of the
You quickly throw the
head.
knife.
Yeah, I let go of the head of the undead that's still trying to nom at me.
Yeah.
Like let the knife fly, cuts through the bullet, soars through, and I'd like to think it like hits him like just in like the nape of the shoulder.
Yeah. It nicks him a little bit. How much damage did it do again?
5.
5 damage. Alright. He grunts as you hit him. Growls at you.
Rawr.
And then next is Jolene. Oh wait, no, not next is Jolene. Next is Echo. Sorry, I mixed up the order a little bit. Little Echo, it's your turn. You just got hit with an explosion. With a little explosion.
1 moment.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did I take? I took damage from the woman, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I was like, he didn't shoot me, right? I
No,
don't think
he
shot
didn't
me.
shoot you this time. Last time he did.
Okay.
This time he didn't.
Well, he's about to be shot. I'm gonna make 2 Eldritch Blasts at him,
Oh my God.
so I can get that gun off of this field, hopefully. Let's see. That is an 18 and
Okay.
a 17,
They both hit.
and I will outstretch my palm. And the first blast will hit for 3, and the second one will hit for 5. Like, Echo is just standing there, like, menacingly, because, like, her friends are getting shot.
He takes both the hits. He's still standing. As you did hit him, though, his rifle, you know how, someone two hands a rifle, it does go back, but he is still holding onto the rifle. Actually, you know what? No, roll a d20. Just roll a d20. I'm second guessing stuff here. Roll a d20.
Roll a d20,
Roll a
disarm
D20.
man.
Just roll a d20.
That's a 19.
Yes, the rifle, as you hit him, he gets knocked back from the concussive blast, and the rifle does skitter behind him and go back about 5 feet.
How far is that rifle?
From you, let's say you're about right here. He's about right here. That rifle from him is 5 feet, so about you, that'd be, I'd say about 25.
I'm running to
20,
the rifle.
25.
I'm running to pick that bitch up.
You're just running straight to grab it, just beelining for it.
Yep.
Alright, as you quickly run past him,
I don't care if he hits me.
he is going to slash at you.
It's my rifle now.
In 11.
11 does not hit.
You duck under just in time as he takes a long slash at you with his sword. You're bolting. You quickly pick up the rifle. That rifle is as tall as you.
I don't care.
Well, not
I'm
as
here
tall as
for
you,
it.
but it is pretty big.
Go do a crime now.
Oh, why did that do
Do
that?
a crime. I aim at him.
Think of the kick on that thing. That would send you flying.
That's a good idea. Get out of there.
Lord.
That's the
Hilarious.
trick.
You just
That's-
aim it straight down and just launch yourself out of there.
I become Tristana.
Yeah.
Next is going to be back up at the top with Casey.
Yay.
Wow.
Casey time. Casey is going to make an attack with his Bowie knife against this goofy-looking
This
corpse.
dude. This heckin' dude.
I'm thinking that that 23 is gonna hit.
Oh, 23 is definitely gonna hit.
Yeah. Cool, and that will do 1d8 plus 4 damage. Oh, 7 plus 4 damage. Oh, baby. What's that? That's an 11. 11 damage.
Alright. You stab the ghoul lets out a sound. It's not happy. course, I don't think any living or undead thing would be happy if you just kind of just stabbed it. But he's still standing. It did do something, but he's still standing.
I'm still standing.
Speaking of the other ghoul, Kingston,
Casey
you still
pulled
have
that
that one. You still have that one boy on you. I'm assuming that's the end of your turn, right, Casey?
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration on Echo and give them one of them as I like play like on my guitar like towards you. You get 1d8 that you can spend on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. But it has to be. This can be added after seeing the roll, but not before knowing the outcome.
I like to think the little twinge you did on your guitar was just like Bon Jovi's "Dead or Alive."
Probably.
So
Bon Jovi ain't invented that yet. You can have full claim.
That's right.
Kingston. You have a ghoul in your face trying to nom on you still. And you just pulled off the sickest knife throw. Swift would be proud of you if he saw that.
Would I no longer have a warning if you saw that?
He didn't see it, so he's still watching
I'm
you.
just saying hypotheticals anyway.
If he was there, he would be very impressed and he'd give you a thumbs up.
Okay, so. All right. Undead on my shoulder. Echo's fighting the mysterious man. Casey's fighting both the lady and the other undead.
Something like that.
Technically, he's just fighting the ghoul right now.
I think I'm just fighting the ghoul, but I'll
Yeah.
get around to it.
Okay.
She's tucked. Update. She's back here. Dude man's up here. Echo's right behind him, holding his rifle now. Kingston is over here fighting a ghoul. And then Casey and a ghoul are kerfuffling over here, and Abigail's over here, just still trying. She's trying her best.
I'm just gonna grapple the undead and try to use him as a human shield as I approach the woman.
Okay, roll a strength.
Just a strength save. Yeah.
No, just a strength roll. Like, sorry, athletics roll.
Athletics.
My bad.
No problem. Can this be my 20, please?
Come on, buddy.
Please, no.
What is it?
It's an 18. Still good.
Okay, yeah, that works.
So 22.
The
22
ghoul,
total.
you quickly like maneuver the ghoul around the way you want him to, and you now have his back facing you, and you have him hooked in a way where he can't really do anything against you.
Yeah, like I have my arm hooked around his throat.
And I'm assuming you're going to slowly make your way closer to her.
Yeah,
Alright, I'm going to say that you can only move about like 10 feet at a time.
that's fine.
Because you're fighting a thing that's really wanting to take a bite out of you. So you get, yeah, boop, I'd say about right there. So you're getting closer.
Alright.
So
That'll be
then
my turn. I
next,
have a shield.
next is the lady. The lady's seeing you approaching. She don't like that. That's not very cool of you. Taking one of her little zombie boys and using it as a shield. So she...
Wasn't her boy to begin with.
I mean, but now it is, if you think about it. Sorry, it's been a while since I've looked at these sheets. I should have looked at them earlier, and that's on me.
Oh, Sheriff, that Casey drawing was very nice.
Thank you.
She's gonna do this. She's gonna quickly snap her finger towards you.
Oh, and don't forget about Risky.
Of course. I almost wanted to make the joke of Rowdy, but I didn't do it.
Listen. Alright, I had her roll at disadvantage. That is an 11. I'm assuming that does not hit you.
It does not hit me.
But that does hit the boy.
Okay.
So the boy is going to take 8 more damage. Alright. The quick explosion, you feel like the concussive blast from it, and you see a large chunk just blown out of the side of this ghoul.
Wow.
He's still kicking. But boy is he hurting, and she's starting to get a little panicky.
I'd like to think that as I'm pushing forward, I'm using the whole of the of where his heart was through the rib cage, like just to see her. And I'm just staring daggers as I approach. Giving woman a bad name.
K-Ghoul can't do anything because he's stuck, and he just had a chunk of him blown out. She-Ghoul is going to try to nom on Casey now.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Like I said, far too tough.
No, he's gonna try. I said he's gonna try.
Oh, okay.
And that is a 12.
Hey, want a piece of me? No.
So it does not work. Again, he tries to go, I'm him, but you just block him off. You stop him from doing that. He can't do that. That's not allowed.
You can't do that.
Biting is not. You immediately think of that time you were with that vampire and you almost got bitten. You're like, no, not again.
Not again.
And you quickly bat him, so that he doesn't bite you.
Yeah, backhand with the pommel of my Bowie knife, and then go in for another strike.
Next is the mysterious figure. Bow, 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 bow.
Can we just start calling him like Dave or something? I feel
No,
like that'd be easier.
listen, you don't know who he is. He's the mysterious figure.
Hey
MF.
guys, it's Dave. There, done.
Just insult the man now. Lord. He is going to... I should have this. Don't I have this? I thought I had this. Shit. Where the fuck is this? I thought I had this. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to find it real fast. Because for some reason... Yeah, it is there. Okay. Echo, he's gonna look right at you. And you see a sudden fire in his eyes as you pick up his rifle and you look him dead in the eyes.
Back.
And he's gonna look at you. He's gonna raise his hand. His hand is gonna glow like a very bright orange. And in a deep voice, he's gonna go, "Give." And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let me make sure.
You remember you have my.
I got
bardic
that
inspiration.
D8.
You got the D8, man.
I'm gonna make sure if there's anything else that I can use on this, and I don't think there is, and that's okay. Alright, so that's 6 plus. I don't think this is gonna go well. 8 for 14!
Yes.
You hear those
Nice.
words from him. And your mind clouds over.
No, I was gonna say, but then
And the
you're
only
girl.
thing you can think of as you look at your hands in this large rifle, you think, this isn't mine. And you hear him say, "Give." And you're like, it's his. And you start doing a little waddle towards him. And you raise it up to him. And he yanks it out of your hand.
No.
And he's gonna turn it real fast. And dead leg you. And I am going to roll for that with this spicy roll. Does an 11 does not hit. So as he turns the rifle around, your mind, as you have completed your task, your mind clicks back on. You blink for a couple seconds, and as you see the rifle, the butt of the rifle, go for your leg, you quickly step back.
Oh, I'm taking that rifle from him, whether he likes it or not.
So this man is now armed again. That man has also...
lose an arm.
Fuck. What did I just...
He's about to lose an arm, you're correct.
Man, stuff is really hard to fucking do on your phone when your phone is deciding to be dumb. Where is it? There it is.
You got D&D apps on your phone?
I have D&D on my phone because, again, I only have really one monitor to work with right now. So I have all my important fight stuff on my phone.
Nice.
There we go. So then that was him. And Echo, it's time for a little bit of a revenge. It's your turn.
I can't brute force this out of his hands.
He is a man twice your size, if not.
So I shall do what I know how to do best, and that is Eldritch Blast.
Alright, do it. Bet you won't.
11, I don't think hits.
No.
And a natural 1. My luck from the previous fucking game carries over.
You fire off your first one, he steps out of the way and it hits a rock up at the top. Or hits the ceiling. You fire off the second one. But there's a fun little quirky thing about magic nowadays, since people have tried to get faster. Sometimes it just backfires a little bit. And as you send off that second one, it crackles in your hand. And then poof, right in your face. Roll a d4 for damage.
A 4?
Alright, you take 4 damage from your own spell backfiring.
You just see the look of, this can't be fucking happening again.
I can see it.
And now we're back up at the top to Casey.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. What's the girl doing?
She's currently tucked behind the rock. You still have a ghoul trying to nom on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still back here. She's now focused on Kingston, who's slowly approaching. Echo and Dude Man are up here, and you guys are still tucked behind this rock, and Abigail is still frozen here.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just stab the guy again if she's not going anywhere. Stab
Okay.
the
Stab him. Do it.
Hooper.
You
Ooh,
won't.
he's getting stabbed with a
Do it.
19 plus 5.
Oh yeah,
so
no,
I
that
think
definitely hits.
gets it.
How is your...
That gets it.
Oh my god. You're getting...
Kinda.
You do +5?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
because because we said that the Bowie knife is just like a flavored
Short
rapier.
sword. Oh, that was short sword. Either way
No,
works.
rapier. Yeah, I think the Bowie knife is cooler.
Yeah. Flavor
and,
text.
I get so that's 9 damage.
Alright, you slash at the ghoul. He lets out a cry of despair, and he kind of falters a little bit. He's still up, but it is... As far as the undead go, he's looking bad.
Yeah.
He's looking real bad. Like, that cleave went into his neck, and it almost fully got him. But he's still hanging on just a little bit.
Nice.
Just
Good for him. Good for him.
Just a little bit. Good for him.
Pop off, undead.
Pop off. You got this, King. Kingston, it is now your turn.
All right. I continue my slow march forward.
All right, you are now 10 feet away from her.
Sick. Do I want to throw the undead at her?
I don't know, King. This is a queen after all.
Okay, technically he's not hitting her. It's the undead.
Yeah.
Fair.
The undead. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll throw the undead. I'll use it as an improvised weapon.
All right. Roll a hit. I'm not even gonna say do athletics. Roll a hit.
So we'll do Tavern Brawler again first. Just an improvised weapon on him. 22.
22.
I'm just assuming
Yeah,
he
so you
doesn't
throw the ghoul at her, and it like quickly stumbles forward, and you basically clear that 10 feet, and it hits her, and it knocks her back, and she is currently on her back.
Yeah, 7 damage. I don't know if you want to divide that between her and the ghoul, or if they both take 7. It's up to you.
With that, as the ghoul hits her, it hits at a very odd kind of way because of how you threw him, and you just hear as the neck is just snapped, and the ghoul is just lifeless.
Cool. Let's go.
To where now good
Human
old
projectile.
K-Ghoul is no more. This man is double dead.
That is my turn.
Alright, next up is her herself. She's gonna roll the ghoul body off and quickly, like, as best as she can while still on the ground, scoot back in a panicked way. She's gonna look up at you. She's muttering. She's panicking. And she
Put
is
the
going
gun
to...
down. We can end this right here, right now.
She is going to quickly raise her hand up in like a harsh, quick motion.
I mimic her.
And between you two, a very large stone wall juts up, separating the two of you.
No. I ain't very nice.
To where she now has essentially just separated you guys with a massive wall that cuts through right here.
Okay, so it blocks me off, but it doesn't block Sheriff off.
Well, she's kind of like back here now, so if Sheriff like peeks around this way, then he can see her.
Yeah.
But she is on the ground.
Alright.
So then that is her
Or
turn.
that's her turn.
And then now CG is going to try to bite Casey again. Because if he's not one thing, he's determined.
How thoughtful.
Boop! 21!
Yeah, I think that'll get me.
You think? Just maybe?
Maybe.
Just maybe.
What's the damage?
Hold on, I gotta roll it. I gotta roll that bad boy.
Rolling.
7 damage.
7 damage. Ouch.
Alright, so while you're distracted, you're hearing all this stuff, and you look over for a quick second just to double check, and that's when he, like, fully grabs your arm and just bites down.
Damn.
He's a hungry boy.
What the hell?
And now the man, the mysterious man, the cloaked man, the mysterious figure. All of his titles. Now that he has his rifle back in his hand, he's going to quickly reload. And he's going to point blank fire a shot at Echo.
Disadvantage. Unless you roll with guns, don't take disadvantage from close range.
It's a 15.
That hits.
I do it on a base by base. Some people are very proficient with weapons to where it doesn't really matter. Other people are not so much.
Yeah, that's fair. This
To where, like,
guy
I'd say if you
maybe
picked
seems
up...
like he knows what he's doing. I don't know.
To where, like, if you picked up a weapon and you tried to use it, close up, you would not be good. Even if you had, like, a firearm specialist feat or something like that, it'd still be a little rough. How does 15 look?
15?
15.
Let me do some math.
I believe in you.
Oh boy, I'm injured.
But you're still alive?
But I'm still alive.
Hey, as long as you're alive. He kind of hisses at you after he sends that shot, and he's like, "You need to die, rat!"
Don't you dare call her a rat. Calm down.
Oh, women are queens! I don't actually say all women are queens, but goddamn.
Echo.
Feel it in your heart.
Echo,
I
is
feel
this the
it.
moment? Is this the time for revenge?
Please, dear God.
Is this your
God,
moment?
I want it. I don't know
Yeah.
if D&D Beyond will give it to me.
What do you want? Tell us what you want. What you really, really want.
I want that fucking gun.
You want to...
Can you Bugs Bunny it and turn the... And when he's about to fire, you turn or you bend the thing so it's
You put
facing
your
him.
finger in it so it fires back.
No, but that would be funny. But no.
At best, I could either take 2 Eldritch Blasts, which would get me 2 attacks, or I could do a dagger attack, and if I hit that, take the sneak attack damage.
What if you Eldritch blast the barrel of the gun? and make it jam.
Oh, but then I couldn't use the gun. I would be
She
sad.
really
You
wants
can
the
unjam it.
gun.
Look, didn't he just teleport away after during the last fight?
He
So
did.
I think that if he wants to leave,
He
he'll
can
be
leave
all
whenever
right.
he wants.
Well, I want that gun!
You legally cannot make him stay.
Because the fact that we're fighting the same guy and he's getting the same shit off on Echo, which is what she trained for, she's taking the 2 Eldritch Blasts, and I'm gonna try and knock the gun out of his hand again.
Alright, roll a hit.
That's a 13 and
Okay.
a 20.
A nat 20 or
Dirty
an...
20.
Okay. Yeah, both of those hit, so go ahead and roll damage. Roll damage.
That is 7 and 5 for 12.
Alright, I need you to roll a flat d20.
6.
Yeah,
So-
whatever happened to that lady that was with us?
She's, remember,
She's
the
frozen.
evil woman cast a spell, and she's currently fighting a dark
Oh.
spirit kind of deal.
Fun.
Like trying to escape.
Love that.
So fun fact, every time when you rolled that flat d20, I've been counter rolling you, right?
Mm-hmm.
He rolled a 1. So the rifle does fly out of his hand. And it does fall backwards. This time a little bit farther, because when you hit him with both the Eldritch Blast, one opened him up and the other one hit him right in the hand. And knocked the rifle back farther.
Gimme.
So it is now 10 feet away. So say you guys are up here, you're here. The rifle went boom. So the rifle's like,
I'm going.
Alright. Of course he's gonna attack of opportunity on you. It's a 19.
That hits, but I'll take it. I'll probably die.
4 damage.
No, I'm still alive.
Let's go.
He quickly slashes at you. It hits you in the arm. You let out a little squeak, but you're still running. You want that fucking gun. You want it.
Call me a rat again.
And in that moment, Casey, while you're trying to fend off a ghoul still, you see out of the corner of your eye, your friend, your new friend, I should say, Abigail, break free of the weird spell that's on her. And in that
go, girl.
moment, you can see in her face a pure hatred for the woman that had trapped her. And in that moment, you see her form begin to change.
Oh shit.
You see large white wings.
Yeah, she's going to a dragon.
I know I didn't do a good job of hiding it too well. And you see her become a large adult white dragon.
I knew it. I told you guys. I said it from the beginning that
Well,
I
large-
was a
I should-
dragon realist.
I should say large to you guys. She's rather small for an adult dragon.
Very large to me.
The man looks over to where she is after the rocks kind of got moved about. Casey, I do want you to roll a dex, an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, I can do that.
Yeah. Actually,
That's
no.
gonna
Dex
be-
saving throw, not an acrobatics. Dex saving throw. I
Okay,
forget I have
okay.
those.
Fine. I mean, it's the same bonus. But
Listen,
fine.
it makes me feel
Hey, that's
better.
a nat 20.
All right, well, shit. You see that the rocks are tumbling because as she grew in size, she knocked one of the rocks over. It knocked into y'all's rock, and the rock is slowly coming on top of you. So you,
When I dodged, did the rock fall on that zombie and do
Yes.
the blast himself?
Yes, it
Great,
did.
Great.
to where now both of the ghouls are shmooshed. Well, one is shmooshed, one is just neck snapped. And you see the dragon's piercing blue eyes filled with a rage. The man looks over at the dragon, then back to where the woman would be, back to the dragon. He's like, I thought you had this! She can't respond. She's too busy panicking because now she sees the one thing she was trying to contain to make sure it didn't become a problem. And in that second, the man looks... Echo, you see this. The man looks around, sees that the situation is not good, and quickly snaps his finger and jumps back into a bright flash. And just like last time, he's gone.
And he doesn't got the gun.
I got his fucking gun!
The
Let's
mysterious
go.
figure has eluded you guys once more.
He can elude us this time, but only because I have this victory of taking his weapon.
Elude this, pants grab. What are you
Yes.
thinking about?
I was thinking if there was any way I could track him. I mean, clairvoyance goes to a mile, but I don't know where I'd put it unless I like put it up in the air. I doubt he teleported somewhere open.
If you knew locate object, oh well, he doesn't have his rifle now.
His knife or something, but I don't. All I can think about is I have identify, but I don't think that would really count.
Identify, if I'm not mistaken,
Maybe,
is
like-
for like magical items and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't think that'd do it. Okay, well, I can go and start healing people and me, if that would be a good idea. I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna say, with that, the combat round is over.
Cool. I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself, and then I'm gonna go over and I'll cast Cure Wounds on Echo.
I feel like Echo is just curled up on the ground, like hugging the gun, like bloodied as fuck.
Kingston, you don't see the very large dragon because of the way that the rock in front of you is built, but you see the wall that was just conjured start to crumble and just collapse. And you see the woman with a very panicked expression, not towards you, but towards something off to the side. Something towards the entrance. I'm gonna assume you're gonna like go to her, like get closer.
Yeah.
As you round the corner of the rock and you glance at what she sees, you now see a large scaled white dragon staring down this woman. And you have a split-second choice to
didn't thought it was a
intervene or to just let what's about to happen. 5.
I would say
4.
let it happen.
As you see the dragon step closer, the woman is panicking. She's scooting back as far as she can. The dragon's large, clawed hand crushes the campfire. And as they're mere inches away from each other, the dragon's maw opens.
Oh, I can't watch this.
And closes. She stares at the woman panicking still, now frozen with fear, eyes closed tight, before she slowly opens them and looks into the dragon's eyes. A moment of silence. All that's heard is the lava crackling beneath, the soft tunes of healing. And you sit there, and you wonder what's really going on here. And as the red-haired woman seems to calm down a little bit, the dragon quickly opens its mouth, and a large blast of cold wind encases the woman. For a split second, you see her calm face go to one of terror, and then just a full snowstorm, essentially, where you can't see.
So is she like frozen there, like all? Ah!
I was about to say, in a few seconds later, as the dragon stops and closes its mouth, you see a frozen husk of a person, essentially, in a panicked state, before the dragon's clawed hand just crushes it. A little bit later, the form shifts back to Abigail. The rage still in her eyes as she looked at the crumbled mess of frozen human pieces. Well, that's done. Are you all alright?
Yeah.
We're hanging in there.
I'm good.
Glad you could make it.
She spits at the corpse before
I'm
collecting
glad
herself.
that one didn't.
Well, it looks like we
So,
found them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guessing you two have history or something. I mean, I don't want to insinuate, but it would seem that way.
She attacked my people and killed 2 of them. It's a little personal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who she is, and I really don't care what she was now.
Hey, and I just want to ask a question real quick to get this one out of the way. You're not all dragons, or is it like it's just you, or
No.
or is the rest of the gang? Okay, cool. Just want
It's
to
just me.
clear in the air.
Long ago, when my kind was being hunted, I fled, and I found a way to hide amongst the killers. Much of my kind weren't so lucky. A few of us were able to hide amongst others. I figured after a while, after my cover had been blown a few times, and this land having been found, I'd move here. And I've been here ever since. I
I'm
only
glad you
know-
enjoy it in these parts.
I wish others could have seen these parts. I only know of 3 others that are still alive. She looks back at the body, or at the crumbled ice heap, and then just turns and starts to just walk back towards the entrance, not a single word.
Guys, I think that's our cue to scavenge. What is here? What is going on? Like,
Alright, so
what's
again,
left?
on that fancy little table, there was a ceremonial dagger, but there are 2 hearts. One now on the floor, dusted up. The other one still on the table. 4 candles. One of the candles knocked off to the side onto the floor, one knocked onto the table, and the other 2 still standing. Clearly something of a ceremonial kind of purpose. Around one of the large rocks, you see a tent, the crushed heap of the woman, the smushed campfire that is now just coals at this point, or charcoal. And upon looking around the tent, you see a small bag, a small pack.
Mhm.
I'm assuming you
What's
guys are
in the
going to look
pack?
through
Yeah.
it. Inside, there's a change of clothes, some rations, robes, stuff like that. The only thing that really stands out is a journal. Upon opening the journal and flipping through it a little bit, you find that it's a diary from the one and only Jolene. The one that has popped up in recent news for killing men and cutting out their hearts.
Yeah, I
Inside,
figured it was that girl.
Inside tells stories of before all this. She was married, happy, a little flirtatious with other individuals. But beyond that, she was fine. Then after a unfaithful night and news of her husband's death, she just left with no purpose. Soon, though, she found it in a mysterious group devoting their lives to the flame. And soon she quickly grew a fervor for their cause. She found the mysterious man who...
Is his name Dave? Or does she also call him Mysterious Man?
The Flame Spoken,
Ah, okay.
as she refers to him.
Dave, for short. I get it.
Ah, yes, my title is The Flame Spoken, also known as Dave. Happy to meet you.
Well, yeah, Dave, duh, and then V, flame spoken. Flame spoken.
Dave
Yeah.
the Flame Spoken, eh? But she
He
refers
speaks
to
with
the...
flames?
At this point, she refers to the Flame Speaker many times about how wonderful he is, how handsome he is, how much of a smooth talker he is, how charismatic this man is. Much like she's putting him on a pedestal.
Damn, he slept with a dragon? Okay.
No. This is Jolene's journal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then she writes about how he asked her to do tasks, to look out around towns that they had never been to. And soon the tasks kept growing to where they surmounted essentially to heart sacrifices. Why the heart sacrifices, she did not know. He never told her. They'd meet up in this cave about every week, or in similar caves around the area, and he would collect the hearts and leave. As you guys, and that's the end of the journal. As you guys continue to look around, you do find a pile of bones behind the rocks. And among those bones, you'll find a large bear carcass. Clearly, they were not the original owners of this home.
Yeah. With the bones, we don't see, like, Miss Dawes' son-shaped bones, do we?
No, you do not see. You do not see 22-year-old male bones.
Okay.
You just see bones.
Well, if I cast Identify on it.
Would Identify work in this situation?
No, I think it's
Would
only
it really?
magic items. It's you choose one object that you touch through a casting of the spell. If it is magic item or some other magic imbued object. Well, he had the magic of his mother's love. Does that count?
No.
Magic of friendship? I don't know. I'm
Grasping at straws. No, they're just bones. It's just a pile of bones. You don't know if it was the bear. You don't know if it was them. All you know is that it's a lot of fucking bones.
Mm.
And it's a good thing that she could not raise the bear corpse.
Yeah.
Crosses your mind a little bit there. Is there anything
Would
you guys...
I be able to kind of take a peek at, like, the ceremonial stuff with my background as a warlock?
Yeah, roll a... What are you gonna roll? What can I have you roll? This is me thinking out loud and filling space. You know what? Roll an Arcana check.
I'm not very good at Arcana checks, but I'll try.
Listen, you got this, champ. I believe in you.
Lucy, you're in a
That's
Persona
us.
D&D. How are you not good at Arcana?
Well, this is different. Echo's not built for this. She's built for deception and perceiving and stealthing and
But not book reading.
seducing.
I just
Oh,
assumed
what?
you know.
Okay. But not book reading.
Oh, wait.
Book learning
I
is
guess
not her.
Lucy does.
What'd you get, champ?
That's a straight 10.
It looks familiar in a way that, from your spookiness that you've encountered in your life, you might have seen this before from a cult, something, dimension. I want you to roll on our history check.
Not good at those either. I'll do my best. That's a 7.
Yeah, I can help. I've got good history.
Roll advantage then.
Okay. 18.
All right, that's a lot better. Of course, I'm assuming Casey or Kingston, whoever has the journal, is reading it out loud, the pages that they randomly flip to, and at the mention of the flame speaker, a little light bulb goes off in your head. And you remember that the title of flame speaker isn't a person, it's really a title for one of the old cults that people had thought had gone away after the events of the past 20 so years.
Sobs and Fiend Block.
The cult speaker is one of the higher ups, or the flame speaker, sorry, is one of the higher ups of House of the Flame. A cult that really derives itself around fire and a sort of old pagan flame god. An old pagan god of the fire. His name is not known, it has been lost for many ages, but so they refer to him as the Flame. And you think back to your last encounter with those two gentlemen, or those two bad guys at the barn, and how they kind of just disappeared into the smoke when they died. Their soul did, or their whole body did. And you immediately put two and two together, because when a initiated member dies, they immediately turn to ash, and their soul goes into the air with the smoke.
We have a problem.
Oh, now we gotta kill ghost cultists? No, fuck it. I already got him once.
Listen, hey, you said that about the vampire too.
Yeah, I've already had to kill one vampire. I'll take on more vampires, but I don't know. I'm not gonna kill it. I don't want to kill the same vampire twice.
Man, I'm so glad you're slowly becoming Abraham Lincoln. Like, this just makes my day.
407 headshots ago.
But beyond that, it's House of the Flame. You understand what the flame speaker is, and you understand that this is a cultic sacrificing table.
We have a problem.
Well, I think we just took care of the problem-ish a little bit, maybe, hopefully.
Well, as long as he's still running around and the big guy's running around, there's always gonna be a problem.
Oh, great. Well, he got his gun. That should help. Hey, actually, on second thought, I know where he'll be coming next. He wants his gun back.
Oh yeah, you now have a hunting rifle.
What do?
It's a hunting rifle.
No, I was kind of hoping it was magic.
Listen. After the session, I want you guys to look up what the stats of a hunting rifle is, and then you'll realize why it's not magical.
Well, I'm looking it up right now.
Wait, is hunting rifle 2d12?
2d10s.
Wow.
That's why he was doing like almost 20 damage every single time.
Yeah.
But as you guys finish
Well,
looking about,
if it's not magic, then he probably isn't as inclined to get it back.
as you guys are finishing up, looking around, I'm assuming you guys are starting to finish up and want to head back. All right, Abigail is waiting for you guys at the entrance, and you all start to make your slow trek back up. Back up takes a little longer because you're going uphill, essentially. And being battle-weary and stuff, you guys are very exhausted. Not enough for a point of exhaustion, but you guys are just exhausted.
Yeah.
But you guys eventually make it back up. You make it to the camp. Abigail has a talk with some of the people there. You all are sitting around, taking a rest. Some of the locals are coming to check on you guys. Some wrapping bandages around you. Just trying to make sure that you guys
yeah,
are fine.
I'm gonna pull out my little camp stove or whatever and start a can of beans on it.
The beans.
Beans. Yeah, I want some beans too. Beans for anybody who wants it.
Yes, please. I could use something to eat.
They're helping you, Abigail returns. Well, I really do thank you for your help.
No problem. Glad you got what you wanted.
Well, we didn't get what we wanted, but we at least got some help. And found out where the other two were.
And at least you got a little bit of revenge. A little bit of comeuppance.
A little bit, yes. Ooh, I forgot to mention. You guys also, in the tent, there was a hat. And this hat was very defined in the fact that the underside of the brim was like a woven in red rose design.
Mm.
Hat upgrades. I take the hat and I put it on Echo's head.
Wait, you mean in the tent, like, this was her hat, or
This was
Lady
Jolene's
we-
hat. This was the woman you guys killed.
Hey, it's
I'm like
pretty
a
good.
cat if you put like a piece of cheese on my head.
You just scrunched down.
Just crunch.
Man, now I
I've
want
never
that.
had a hat before.
Next, if I get another human model and I get a rigging done, I want to scrunch down toggle.
With a piece of cheese, yeah.
Feel a little scrungly.
But she looks at the storm that's still blowing. It's nighttime, but you can still like hear the wind and see off in the distance on the hills that's giant snowstorm, or not snowstorm, sandstorm. And she's like, "Well, one of the others says that it's going to be here for a few more days, but we are in your debts entirely. If you guys ever do find yourselves past the mountains, off on the Gold Coast, come find us. And as far as payment goes," and she walks over to each of you and she drops 5 gold pieces
Nice.
in each of y'all's hands. And then a little ring, like a little wooden ring. Those rings are very old, crafted from an old friend. They'll help you and keep you safe. Don't lose them. Now you all have small wooden ring of protections.
Ah.
It's not much, but it's nice, you know.
My favorite.
Let's go.
So she motions to the camp and she's like, "Well, you all can stay the night here, and then you all can head back tomorrow when you're fully rested." That sound alright?
I'll gladly take a rest.
She cocks a small side smile, and then she also says, "Oh yes. And if you all say anything about our little secret, let's just say you'll find something colder than the mountains."
We have secrets of our own.
We all do,
And
dear.
she'll just put a pinky out.
She like bends down a little bit. You know how like adults bend down to talk to kids? She bends down a little bit and she hooks the pinky with yours. And, gives
And
a
as
soft
she
smile.
hooks my pinky, I will turn into a minotaur.
Oh my god.
She isn't phased by this. She just looks at you with still that like small like half smile as she makes
And
the
then I
promise.
turn into her.
Now she's gonna go a little wide-eyed.
Echo, this is why we can't have nice things.
Don't
We
do
have
that.
so many nice things.
We're
Look
not
at
gonna have
this.
any-
And I
we're
just
not-
hold
okay,
the
we
gun
did-
up.
And then also your hat.
And this. I've never had a hat before.
She's gonna put her hands on your shoulder, lean in real close, and be like, "Don't do that.
Identity theft is not a joke, though.
At least not till I'm dead, which won't be for a very long time." she's gonna give a little pat on the shoulder.
And I'll go back to normal Echo and just give her a smile.
Well, alright then. There should be a tent off over here. And she points to like a kind of smaller tent. It's enough for the three of you to like sleep in. I will now go and rest up myself. And again, loose lips, and she just walks away. She just walks to her tent. And as
we
you
haven't heard
see,
that propaganda yet.
everyone in the camp is slowly shutting down for the night. You know, everyone's starting to get into their tents, rest
I'm
up a
finishing
little
up my
bit.
beans.
Same.
You're gonna finish up your beans. Also,
I'm
we
gonna
have a hydrant.
hug my gun and my hat
As you fall asleep.
as
I
I
have-
fall asleep. My
Yeah.
prized possessions.
Can you roll a d20 for me?
Are you gonna make me shoot myself in my sleep?
Nobody's cleared the gun yet.
That's 17.
Oh yeah, you're fine. There is still a live round in there, but you're fine.
I mean,
You don't sleep with a gun under your pillow?
We normally keep the ammunition separate. So, night comes to an end, day starts. You already hear ruckus in the camp. People are waking up. Someone's already started making breakfast for the whole camp. You guys eat breakfast with the camp because they're very humble. They're like, hey, thank you for helping us. Here, at least have breakfast before you go. Abigail does not show her face for the rest of the day. Or for as long as you guys are there, she's just going to stay in her tent, and her tent is going to stay closed. As you guys finish up breakfast, you settle back up, and you start on your way
I'm gonna
back.
walk by Abigail's tent. I'm not gonna like open it or anything, but say thank you and have a good one. I'll be seeing you around.
You too. And again, if you're ever on the Gold Coast, come find us.
Chances are I'll be around. And,
You
I'll
you
set
hear
up
a
and head out.
small sigh, not like a dejected sigh, but just a sigh in general. And then with that, you guys mount up.
Mhm.
You
I'll
guys
say,
hit the
I,
trail.
I would call it to Casey and say, or not Casey, yeah, Casey.
Yep.
I would say, what were you doing back there? It really seemed like you were dragging out the conversation.
Nah, it was just I like to set up things good in the future. Keep all my options open. Wait, that's not. No, I mean like trying to keep everybody pleasant. Ah, God.
Guys, we get it. He wants to
Yeah.
fuck the dragon.
We like dragon ladies.
We stand dragon ladies here.
I was trying to make a dragon pun. I didn't expect this to be a whole development.
Oh, I didn't even get the fun.
It's like the vampire thing. We learned so much about Casey in every session. Last session, he was almost turned into a vampire. This session, he really likes dragon women. It's, what happens, happens.
No.
Monster lover.
You take me for.
I don't want to take you anywhere. Anyway, let's go back.
I'm a linear. So you guys, after a ride, you guys end up back in town. You end up back at the Dawes residence. And she meets you in the living room. She's like, so, how did it go?
Went as well as it could have been gone. We found what we were looking for, but sadly they had passed on.
Anything else? Anything of note?
Vengeance
There's
was
some trouble. Familiar face that we had dealt with earlier, but unfortunately we're not too much closer to finding him. Dealing with him, I'd say.
vengeance was had against at least one of them for what they did.
And then she looks at the group, and then she looks at Echo. Echo, are you wearing the little hat? Are you wearing the hat?
Yeah.
Alright, she looks
my
at Echo
hat
and she
now?
squints at the hat a little bit. Echo, dear, can I see that hat?
She'll very slowly hand it over. She doesn't get given gifts very often.
She's gonna delicately grab the hat, flip it over, and look inside. And she's gonna look at the brim, like the inside, or the underside of the brim. She's gonna look in the hat itself. And sewn, what you didn't notice before, but she points it out to you guys, sewn into it is Jolene.
Mm. How do we miss it?
You guys found Jolene.
Yep.
Yeah, she found her end too, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on your perspective.
And you guys dealt with her.
Yep.
You could go to the sheriff and show them this hat.
What'll they do if we show them the hat?
They'll give you a kiss, I don't know.
You could get money.
Oh, what she wanted?
Yes, that was the very beginning of the session, Kara.
It's been a long session already.
She was wanted for killing
Murder?
men and carving their hearts out.
Right.
Does this mean I'm gonna lose my hat?
I'm sure they'll let you
Nah.
keep the hat, dear. Besides, it's just a hat after all. And with that, do you guys just want to stop here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
All right. Chapter 2. Ballad of Jolene. Dunzo. Good job, guys.
Hooray!
I was actually worried in that fight. I'm gonna be real.
God, don't worry, we were too.
Oh, I wasn't worried.
I
I still had
said-
18 hit points.
I sat there for a minute because I did originally plan to have her held just for like that thematical moment. But I sat there for a minute. I'm like, should I do it now? I think I should do it now. This might get out of hand real fast. So yeah, you found one of 3 apparently, or one of 4 apparently dragons.
Ever.
You killed a criminal. And I will say, divided between the 3 of you, you guys can split up 300 gold, so that's 100 each.
300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, she's killing men and carving their hearts out. Come on. She's a serial killer. She's got an
So
MO and
clearly,
everything.
Yeah, so clearly I would get a larger share here because, you know, I definitely, I hit her with the, did I? I don't know. I feel like I contributed more.
You didn't do much of anything. If anything, it was mostly me.
Hey, we all
I got the
pitched
gun.
in. You got the gun. Okay, wait. Echo got the gun, so that means we split it.
It's up to you guys, however you want to
how
split
does that make
300.
sense?
Well,
Charging
that
her for taking the gun of the guy that was trying to kill her.
well, if we're putting the...
I just didn't want him to shoot y'all, so.
No, I think I could just, like, I look over, I imagine you're just, like, eyeing this gun up and down, like...
Wide-eyed like a cat, just like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess we'll just take each 100.
And on that too, you all are now level 6.
Let's go.
Another level. Let's go. More shit to do. More difficult encounters.
My
And
final level in Warlock.
let's go. And like
Continued level 1.
that is the end of the session. Like always, I don't know when the next session is going to be.
Thank you for DMing, Jasper.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys again for wanting to come and play. I really do appreciate it.
I love tabletop.
Tabletop fun. Tabletop great. Tabletop make good friends.
Yes.
But like I said, I don't know when the next one will be. Hopefully next month. If around this time, maybe near the end of the month.
Okay.
And yes, there will be another song title. I already have it in mind. I'm not gonna tell the group now.
Okay.
You find out the day of.
That's good.
I can't wait for Echo's updated art with a hat and a gun on their back.
That you gotta remember
Sorry.
that gun is a big gun compared to Echo.
It's already in chat. There you go.
Oh my god, you did not. Oh my goodness.
I did.
Prize Gremlin. But thank you again,
Nice.
everybody, for stopping on by. Thank
Yeah,
you,
thanks, that was
doopy-doo-doopy-doo. Thank you again, Belfie, for following me on Twitter. Thank you, Umbriel, for the follow. Thank you, Namrook, for the follow. Thank you, Millie, Daisy, and Anthony for the raids.
Yeah, and I'm gonna thank you too. Thanks.
Thanks. No, thank you.
I'm gonna thank myself
You know what,
for
Kara?
showing up.
Thank you. Thank you for throwing that ghoul at the woman.
I'd like to thank
Any
Echo
day.
for stealing the gun.
Yes, that was
Yeah,
actually
'cause
very
I was-
important.
I had a thing in mind, and I was like, he's gonna keep getting off damage, and Casey's gonna die immediately, and Kingston's gonna die immediately, and I'm gonna die immediately if we keep getting shot. So I just kind of kept him distracted.
I'd like to thank Casey for attempting to seduce the dragon.
The
The bard staple.
Bard's stable. Let's try to be nice. But no, Casey can't be an upstanding moral man without being seducing everybody. Just give him a bad rap.
You literally just tried to swindle us out of our 100 gold shares.
Okay, now that was Sheriff, not Casey.
No, that
Okay.
fair.
Sheriff is Casey. What do you mean?
No, there's a very clear divide here.
Okay.
And Casey's blonde. You'd never catch me blonde.
But yeah, again, that's why I didn't make the hunting rifle magical, because it does 2 d10s. And I
that's
thought,
fair.
you know, that might be a little much.
I don't have firearm proficiency, so
Good luck.
Hey, who knows, you might learn.
You know what you do, Lucy? When it's your turn, you actually use it like a polling stick, when you vault. You use it when you're like at the peak and the barrel's on the ground. You fire, and it launches you in the air, so you can bonk someone with the rifle.
My thought was that every time she tries to fire it, she gets knocked back 5 feet.
I mean, that or she just completely drops the gun. It's like that the military fail video where the guy fires a javelin, but the javelin launcher itself just flies out like 5 feet in front of him, and he's standing there like, I don't know what just happened. I think I know who we're gonna raid. I think I have a very good idea.
I
Somebody
will learn proficiency for this gun.
You know what? I would love to see that.
I'd rather you learn con efficiency. Just get worse with the gun.
We are going to go raid Walker, because Walker was a 4th person that I wanted in the session, but he was a very busy boy.
Goofy. Oh yeah, let's go make fun of him. Yeah, loser.
Yeah.
Would imagine not being a nerd like us.
But again, thank you for stopping by. I really always do appreciate it. Hold on, I'm actually gonna cancel the raid real fast because I have last minute announcements that I should also mention. So I know for me, tomorrow I'm doing a 12-hour stream because I have the free time tomorrow.
Whoa.
So 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. there will be a Cow Folk, a Moo Folk, a Moo Tuber, collab where it's Golf with Friends, also including Walker. He's an honorary cow at this point, I guess.
Awesome.
There is, and I'm gonna be joined by Mel for a short hike. I don't know what else I'm doing. This was on the fly. I was like, I have 3 days off, might as well. And then Saturday, probably around 10 or 11, it's going to be me and my sister Aphid trying Stardew Valley again, and hopefully the internet doesn't go out again. Does anyone else have any announcements? Anybody? Any streams planned?
I will be doing a charity stream on the 27th for Hope for the Day. It's okay to not be okay.
Charity.
Tomorrow, Friday, at midnight CST, I will be playing in a Cyberpunk 2077 RPG campaign, session 1.
Awesome.
So that'll be fun. This will be my first time using the system.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But I already love how crazy you can get with the mechanic.
Oh, yeah.
With getting rep. and
From
stuff
what
like
I
that.
understand, just in general, the Cyberpunk tabletop is insane.
It's style over substance. Yeah. go ahead,
Yes.
Yeah, and I was taken out of commission for a few days, so but I will be streaming Saturday and Sunday. Not sure what just yet, but probably finishing Ultra Kill and playing some more Somerville, which is a cool game that I tried out recently.
Let's go.
So,
Sheriff. Cool. Very recently, like, well, we were setting up for the game.
Oh no! No! I
know, I
love
was
Ultra
joking.
Kill. I've been playing Ultra Kill, but
Yeah, don't worry, I was joking.
Hi, QB. You've come to at the very end.
QB.
I will say this VOD will immediately be saved and immediately be uploaded to my YouTube.
Let's go.
Wait, you can't end. QB, why can't I end? Give me a reason right now before I hit right now. I just got here. I'm sorry, QB. I love you.
I'm gonna hang out with QB just to spite you.
Listen, we stand QB here. If you don't know QB,
Yeah.
QB's pretty great. We all know QB.
Don't know, but I trust QB.
I'm gonna go play Magic the Gathering QB probably in a minute.
Shit, you guys have fun with that. I never touched Magic. I'm probably gonna go join Blood and Melon them. But again, thank you everybody. I love you all.
Peace.
Thank you again, players. You're all wonderful.
Oh, you.
Ballad of Jolene is complete.
Bye-bye.
Ah!
Ah.